What is the S&P 500? It should be a relatively easy question to answer, and it is. But my perspective on the S&P 500 is that it is the greatest invention after compound interest that anyone could have ever given us. It's effectively designed to go up, and I don't say that lightly. I say that as its function is literally designed to go up. So let's take what it is. It's a market cap weighted index of 500 companies in the US, which means that it's always going to be the 500 biggest companies in the US. Obviously, at the moment, the concentration is to big tech because they have the biggest market caps. And so they determine maybe 30% of the movement on any given day. Sometimes it can be way more, sometimes it can be a tiny bit less, but generally around 30% of the movement, which is why we focus so much on talking about the Googles, the Amazons, the Teslas, the Microsofts, Apples, all of these companies, because they determine basically the average price move of the day. But why do I say it's the most beautiful product that's ever been invented? Well, let's say you're the 500th company and your market cap decreases. You will then be replaced by the 501st company. So effectively, it's always getting rid of weakness. And this is why people say so much, okay, just stay long the S&P 500 over 30 years and you'll make money, because it's constantly evolving to replace the weakest constituent and give it back to the strongest constituent, give the place to the strongest constituent. So if you can find a cheap S&P 500 ETF, which there are many of, I don't think I should have to tell you what they are. Go onto any brokerage site where you can actually buy physical ETFs and you'll probably be directed to them. Make sure they're a low expense ratio. And in your passive portfolio, just stay long equities for, a fairly long time in your pension or whatever. And that is probably one of the best pieces of investing advice you can receive.